YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Big Pharma First Impressions Playthrough, Episode 3. So, when we last left our nightmare-inducing company here, our profits are doing very, very well. I could probably pay off that loan at some point. Yeah, I can. Yeah, let's pay off. There we go. We'll make that back in due time, and that's all the less interest we have to pay. Now, we were going to investigate our latest and greatest ingredient. Now, one other thing to note here, I mean, this is very important. This list of ingredients, as I've mentioned earlier before, this is all randomly generated. Next time you play the game, you will never see this specific set of ingredients with this specific set of side effects and cure effects at these specific levels in this specific order. The discoveries are all usually the same thing, but they're kind of jumbled up. But what you get from when you discover them, like in the next game, if you go and investigate the spiny fig, what we're about to find for it is going to be completely different from what you find next time at the spiny fig. So here, this game is really replayable. The other thing to note is your AI opponents are playing in the same world you are. So their stuff, what they can do with their stuff, what kind of drugs they make, they're dealing with the same side effects we are. You know, they're dealing with the nausea, they're dealing with the nightmares. They're dealing with the same level of ingredients. So if for example, if the roll of the dice comes up that all of your ingredients really kind of suck, well, they all kind of suck for your AI opponents as well. So it's still a level playing field. So it's just a matter of finding where you can find finding the profitability in there. That being said, I'm pretty happy with our ingredients so far. So yeah, let's go to our latest one, this Mercurox Steam. So we got to boost that to a 4 concentration from a 1 and hit it with a dissolver to transform it. And inflamed skin cannot be removed. Poop. Alright, we could hit it with an ionizer. Well, you know what, our spaces here is a little tight, so I think I'm gonna, not an ionizer, the other one. The agglomerator. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sure some medical student or chemist is going to correct me on that. As you should, because I'm probably butchering it. Now, which end? Because you can make either of these, the import and the export. So it's just a matter of what would be most space efficient to start things off with. Actually, if we can squeeze out a little extra use of the space there. So yeah, we'll do that. So that'll instantly bring it to a 4. Which means we bring out the dissolver. Aha! Beautiful. Thing of beauty. Alright, then the... I love efficiency. Alright, we will import some of that... some of this doodad here. Oh, speaking of efficiency, let me take a look at my research. Oh yeah, we've been building up points here, so let's start upgrading some of our stuff. We could have a lot of dissolvers, so we're gonna upgrade one of them. Oh, let's hit the creamer with an upgrade here to increase its side effect reducing capabilities, and then we already got that to a level 2. You know what? We could hit the dissolver. Well, you know what? I'm going to save it to see what the next leg of this wants. So, you know, are we going to be going high or are we going to be going low? We'll find out with once this enters the dissolver and gets its upgrade. All right, there goes the antihistamine and poop. All right. Okay, so. We can transform it to a level 3, but it's going to take a lot of doing. It requires a very advanced building, and we need a triangular catalyst to make it happen, as well as a specific concentration. So, poop. We're going to have to deal with the inflamed skin in order to make this work for us. But I think we can still do it. Let's get these going up here nice and aggressively here. Yeah, there we go. Literally using every square inch. Alright, so hang on. This is at a... This brings it back down to a 3, and we need it at a 12. So 3, 6, 9, 12. We should be good. And I don't think that'll be too many processors, and I think we'll still have the room for it. Yeah, that works out nicely there. That works out nicely there. That works out nicely there. And since we know we are going to be dealing with side effects, we'll go straight to the creamer here. Or we'll wait till we run out of money. Alright, paid that loan off a little bit too quickly. How much is the creamer anyway? I think it's 5,000. We'll make that back soon. I'll put in those later once I get the money for this. And you can speed things up again if that's one of the nice things. You can speed it up and if you're waiting for something to happen. Creamer is, yes, it is 5,000 bucks. Here's our creamer. There we go. Perfect. We didn't have to dabble in another loan. Alright, let's slow things down again. So, yep, we're now at the... Wait a minute. I think I put one too many processors in there. Now, that being said, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But, you know what? Let's... Well, actually, you know what? Let's experiment. Let's send this to market with our insomnia right here in the middle and see how that cure strength is. And it's random. I mean, it could very well, this pit over here could be the strong point, at which point processing it again severely weakens it. But, you know, if it's in the middle or if it's over here, we might have a better drug for it. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is that the side effects actually also have hot spots. So one of these pips makes the inflamed skin really, really nasty. And the closer you are to that pip, the worse it is. But the farther away from it is, the less of an impact it is. So now there's something that you can build later on. You have to research it. And actually, I think we might research it. That will actually tell you the sweet spots for both your drugs and the hot spots for your stuff. Let's see. Hidden stars. Rain off switch. Alright, so still making a decent profit. Making $100 profit on a level 2 drug is not too bad. Not too bad. Nothing to complain about. Alright, so, but yeah, it'll take us a little while before we get our full results there. Meantime, however, you might be interested, well, Pinstar, how do you go and find that? That's this analyzer here. So let's go research it. Let's go for it. We have to get basic auxiliary first. And we've got 4 upgrade points to spend. Now here's another thing. We could hit this with another upgrade. It will cost us all 4 of our points, but we use so many of these damn things that it actually might be worth it in terms of increasing our profitability here. So you know what? I think I am going to kick this up to level 3. So now it only costs us 26 bucks to run it through each of these machines, and multiply that by however many of these machines we're using in the entire factory. And it's going to be very good value. The other thing I need to upgrade is my dissolvers, because I use a lot of those dissolvers too. So we'll get a lot of value out of upgrading the dissolvers. And that's the nice thing. You're not always going to use the same machines extensively in your thing. So your path down the tech tree and your path down the upgrades is going to be different every game, which is awesome. In my last game, like everything was ionizers and ionizers and evaporators. Like, it was just nothing but ionizers and tons of evaporators. So that's where all my upgrades went. And also, all of the drugs happen to have no side effects naturally to them, so I didn't even bother researching the creamer. I just upgraded the pill producers. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to let things cook here for a little bit. We'll come back when we get our new ingredient and when we get our basic auxiliary here. We'll also find out from the market how much they're liking that insomnia cure, or if we should just strip one of these out. So see you on the flip side. Alright, we're back. We're still waiting for our stuff to research, but I had an idea of a way to improve our layout here a little bit. So we're currently delivering this product over here, but I noticed that this expansion over here has 3 slots. And this slot is a little bit more closer to these 2 over here. So it might behoove us to actually change which slot we're exporting to. So I'm going to buy this this one right here. I'm going to delete out this this thing right here. Also, our cure, our insomnia cure here, is rated at a B. So yeah, the rashes are really low. Hardly anyone's experiencing the rash, but a lot of people are experiencing really good night's sleep. So you know what? Processing it that extra time is making the drug work closer to its sweet spot. So I'm going to leave that alone. Even though it's cheap, it might be cheaper to strip one of these out here. It'll make for a poorer drug. Now, the question, actually, the real question is the increase in value of the drug offset by the increase in cost of having one more of these machines on the line? Let's actually do the math on that. Let's do the math. Why is that grayed out? Oh, because we've stopped selling it. So our insomnia, no, why is that grayed out? I don't get it. That's weird. Oh, well, anyway. So it's current value, so it's a 10% boost to my profit. So it's what, 30 bucks? Which is actually just about even with what this thing costs. Actually, it's actually a little bit cheaper, the processing cost, because we've upgraded this so much. So it's actually it is actually worth it to make it the better version of it. All right, so let's reorientate ourselves here. Unfortunately, this doesn't like making a right turn here just because of its orientation. But that's not the end of the world. We can still make efficient use of the space. No. We're hugging the wall here. Because otherwise that would defeat the purpose. And now we have this nice wide open area for our other production lines. Alright, let's see. How close are we on our research? That's almost done. How about our ingredient? 81%. Alright. Well, you know, let's just fast forward here, and I'll see you on the flip side. Okay, and we're back. We just finished our research. Basic auxiliary. So, we can... It only takes one guy 1 month to get the analyzer going. The shaker and the multi-mixer, we might get into those, depending on how the ingredients, well, shake out. Ha ha ha. But yeah, oh, we got 2 points to spend here. You know what, let's hit the creamer with another upgrade here to further reduce those symptoms. And also, now that we've reestablished our production here, if you look at this combined value, the cure rating, we're getting a bonus $31 to the price of our drug, because it's a higher valued, it's more potent, and the side effects aren't so bad. Now you compare that to this, and it costs us only $26 a cycle to run this extra cycle. So we're actually making a legitimate profit on here. So it would actually hurt us financially to strip this out and make the bare bones medicine. But running the whole thing through the analyzer and figuring out what the real sweet spots are, that can make us even more money. Now, in terms of our ingredient, this one should be finishing up pretty darn soon. Yeah. Let me look at my cures while I wait, because I want to see if there's anything that can be, well, that's done. The dissolver is here, but it needs the catalyst, and it's not included. So you know what, let's look into level 3 for our asthma medication. So the 2-dot catalyst. Do we have a 2-dot catalyst? We're getting a 2-dot catalyst. No, we have a 2-dot catalyst. So we'd have to mix in the salty beryllium air. Although no, that wouldn't work. See, here's the reason: is when you mix two drugs together. See how each drug has 4 different slots? Well, these slots are actually important where they're located. If we were to mix these two together, we would probably get the prevents gout and the antihistamine on the same pill, which actually that's actually not a bad idea. Geez, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I? Yeah, we could mix these two together, and that would make a super pill with the mixer. Well, not a super pill. It would combine the price of these two together in the same medicine. But no, I'm getting sidetracked here. We need to get a we need to upgrade that with a 2-dot one. But this is also a 2-dot catalyst. So let's go see what this 2-dot catalyst is going to be and see if it's in a better spot. Because I do want to try and get to a level 3 cure, because those are pretty impressive, both in how much factory space you need for them, but also how much money you can make from them. Alright, we got ourselves, what do we got here? Sticky grub oil. Mmm, tasty. And on its base we could, we could get some pretty effective cold symptoms relief, but you know what, we're here for more than just cold symptoms. Alright, antihistamine. Is that the one I wanted? Soothes cough. Eases asthma. Which one's the asthma one? There's the cough one. So here, because the cough is on... Actually, the cough is the same one as the blurred vision one, too, so I could mix those two easily if I wanted to. But it would not mix in the gout. This one would actually caused it. I couldn't mix that in. I'd have to mix in the beryllium air. All right, so yeah, let's do that. And actually, if we use the salty beryllium air as the base, we would actually add the soothes cough to the prevents gout to it. So yeah, let's do that. Alright, we're gonna get fancy here. Eventually. We gotta research. We gotta research the multi-mixer. And that's gonna take us 3 months. So what we're probably going to do here is we'll set up one more standard cure. Now these cold symptoms, these could do well, but if we upgrade it, let's see how much the upgrade goes to. Antibiotics, which are really not that worth it. Yeah, they're kind of down in the dumps price wise. So you know what? I'm just gonna make cold medicine, just level 1 cold medicine. Nothing fancy, just real bare bones basic level 1 cold medicine. So here we gotta drop it by 2, and we want to drop it only by 2 so we don't invite any of the other symptoms to the party. So we will do this. 1, 2, and because we're not dealing with any any side effects here, we can go double printer. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. Just to maximize or minimize the amount of space that I use here. I'm still going to do double printer, but if we, do that and that. So we'll go loop you around here, loop you around here, loop you to around here, loop you to around here, and that way we have the most amount of contiguous space out here in case we need to go around and do something fancy with some of our other ingredients. Oh yeah, it might help to actually buy the ingredient here. Okay. All right, so another little baseline cure. It's not always bad to do the level ones. Sometimes it makes sense, and also if you have like a little tiny patch of your factory that you can't fit in a level 2 cure in, just squeezing out a level 1 cure is not a bad idea. Whoa, here we go. Relaxing of the Misuse of Substances Act, the decriminalizing of certain drugs. We've seen a fall in the number of cases of insomnia. That's bad. Anxiety, depression, and schizophrenia. Now the government is able to control and regulate the sale of certain drugs, the amount of unwanted side effects is falling. So our demand for insomnia medication is down, which is unfortunate. But I don't think we have a competitor. Aha, we got our analyzer. Sweet. All right, I'm going to let that scientist stay idle there. All right, so the analyzer is kind of an interesting beast. You basically feed it medicine and it destroys it, but in destroying it, it eventually will tell you what the sweet spots are for everything on it. Now here, we do want to find the sweet spot here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to temporarily interrupt the stream here and throw down an analyzer right here. So that's gonna get this, and it's going to give me the sweet spot for inflamed skin, tell me where the hot spot is rather, and what the sweet spot for insomnia is. So now we're obviously going to not be producing any of this stuff while this thing cooks. And obviously taking a loss on that. So it does cost you some money in terms of lost productivity to analyze your stuff. Ha! We got this. Sore throat catcher. 'Tis the season. There we go. 'Tis the season is now being produced. And 67, that's not a bad profit for a level 1 cure. Not a bad profit at all. Alright. So, let me, I'm going to put a cut in here and we'll fast forward. We'll find out what the analyzer tells us about our medicine here, and we'll also be researching the mixer. Okay, our analyzer has given us our 2 results. So let's take a look. So inflamed skin is that purple that purple tick right there is the hot spot. We want to get as far away from that as possible. Now over here, I think we actually are on the sweet spot. Let's take a look. We by pure luck and chance landed on the sweet spot. Unfortunately, we're right next to the hot spot here. So in doing our current strength 75%, current strength 100%. I mean, if we move it over by 1, it would move this further away from this hot spot, but we'd also be moving off of our drug strength. So we're going to keep it right where we are. So we didn't actually need to do that analysis. We had come up with the perfect formulation. But you know what? It's good to know. It is good to know. Now, is there anything else that needs to be analyzed? Well, since you're going to be dealing with that, let's analyze the asthma medication. And rather than just completely shutting the production down, I'm just going to divert half of it to there. So it'll go 1 into the creamer, 1 into the analyzer, 1 creamer, 1 analyzer. Is there anything else we need to analyze? This. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, let's analyze this. These gut chillers, we might be able to process a little bit more for a better effect. So we will analyze them. And do the whole 50-50 diversion here. And yeah, we're doing that. This, the liver disease one, could use some analysis. Yes, we do want to analyze the liver disease. So we'll throw down an analyzer here. Gee, looks like this whole line's going in there, but that's okay. Alright, so, yeah, with all of our analyzers, it's going to eat into our profits for a bit. So I'm going to fast forward here until we get our mixer, and also until our analyzers are all done cooking. And actually, I'll fast forward that off screen here, because I believe we are at a good stopping point here. So if you like this episode and want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya.